This video is brought to you by FIFA 20 Unofficial. This is the greatest FIFA 20 fan page you will find on Instagram. For daily posts about Ultimate Team and all the features of FIFA, follow FIFA 20 Unofficial on Instagram. Click the link below in the description. So, I'll be honest, FIFA isn't a series that I know anything about. It's a series that I know exists and I know is very, very popular and does come out yearly, but it's never really interested me. It's never been my sort of thing. And in terms of Nintendo, it's never really been Nintendo's thing. But since the launch of the Switch, Nintendo's been getting FIFA games pretty regularly. And to be honest, from what I've been hearing, it doesn't sound good. And from what I've heard and what I've heard of other people saying about FIFA 20, it isn't great. So I've decided to get it a couple of days ago and try out FIFA 20 for myself. And wow, yeah, FIFA 20 on Nintendo Switch is insulting. It is frustrating, insulting. I don't know why EA have even done this. Basically, if you don't know about FIFA 20 for Nintendo Switch, they've taken FIFA 19 and repackaged it with a new start menu, and some of the teams have changed around. There's no new anything. No real development has gone into FIFA 20 for Nintendo Switch. Just apart from a new banner change, literally the number changing. I know people make memes about the numbers changing in FIFA, but this is literally a reskin of FIFA 19, which is kind of a reskin of FIFA 18 for Nintendo Switch. People are going as far to say in their reviews as to not buy FIFA 20 for Nintendo Switch if you already own FIFA 19. This is how bad this is. I don't understand why EA aren't supporting the Switch. Every other third-party company is supporting the Switch. You know, Nintendo are making great first-party games. They're selling great. Props to Nintendo on that. They're doing a really good job of their stuff. Their stuff is selling great. And I don't have a problem with any Nintendo stuff. So far, their games have been perfect. And a lot of other publishers have been great. Ubisoft has been fantastic with the Switch, giving us a Mario game from them, as well as third-party support with Starlink and Rayman Legends. Epic Games have supported Fortnite and continue to still support Fortnite. Even Bethesda have started to support Switch now. With, you know, all the Wolfenstein games coming along, Skyrim, and new Elder Scrolls Blades coming out as well. There's third-party games coming out for Switch. Activision are even supporting Switch now, with the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, Crash Team Racing, and Spyro. We get to EA though, and they're kind of supporting the Switch, but not really. For the first 2 years of Switch, they basically did the Legacy Edition, which wasn't the full version of the game, but it was the version that came to 360 and PS3 versions of the consoles. That made sense for 2 or 3 years, you know, the Switch is similar hardware to that, and it made sense to just port over the 360 and PS3 versions of the game. But now, for FIFA 19 and 20, they didn't do a PS3 and Xbox 360 version, so they just reskinned FIFA 19 for Nintendo Switch and called it 20. It's terrible, they haven't changed anything, but they're still charging a high amount for this. Granted, there is £5 different, but if you think about all the modes that are in FIFA 20 for the full version for PC, for Xbox, PlayStation, a £5 difference. It's not even that. When FIFA 18, FIFA 19 was selling for £20 on Nintendo Switch last year at around April time, for them to repackage basically the same programming, the same code as FIFA 20, and charge full price is completely ridiculous. I can't believe EA are doing this, and honestly, from what I've played of FIFA 20, again, and from what I've seen of the Xbox version from a friend, the differences aren't really there. There's differences, there's no similarities there. It's just a rehash of FIFA 19, apart from a few team changes, and none of the new modes are there. I mean, we've already had career modes not really be in FIFA. I've understood that to an extent. You know, they're big development games, they're big graphic stories. They're not going to run on Switch. I get that, but at least give us a version of FIFA, a comparative version of FIFA. I hate to bring it up and hate to compare it, but Fortnite is a competent version of Fortnite. I admit some of the frame rate might not be great, and graphically it might not be great, but you can still do crossplay with friends, and Save the World isn't there. What EA need to do is they need to take a leaf out of Epic Games' book. And I'm not saying, copy the Battle Pass system like they have for FIFA 20. All I'm saying they should do is for the next Switch version, they should create a FIFA that is cross-play with other platforms, and the main core mechanics of the gameplay should be there. That's all people really need. I can understand the career mode not making it to Switch, in the same way I can understand Save the World not coming to Switch. But I don't understand why EA just feel it's okay just to cheap out on Nintendo Switch and still claim that it's a full version, or in terms of pricing, claim it's a full version for the Switch. It's wrong. I don't understand why. At least charge $19.99, $25.99, and show it's a repackaged version. Call it something different. Call it a Legacy Edition. Call it, I don't know, call it Basic Edition. Call it whatever. But don't try and brand it as FIFA 20 when you know it's technically FIFA 19 with not that many new features. Quite frankly, EA just baffle me with Nintendo Switch. I've never seen a company support the Switch yet not support the Switch at the same time. We've had smaller games coming from them. We've had some smaller indie games from EA. We've had more than just FIFA come from EA. And apart from that, not really much. FIFA and EA then said that the Switch isn't really their future recently. And then only to backtrack a few weeks later to saying they're seeing it as a platform. I don't know what EA are doing. They're confusing Nintendo players and it's not fair. You can admit that the Switch isn't as powerful, but it's not fair that EA are charging almost full price for last year's version of FIFA, just with a couple of physical, as in changes to the logo and the loading screen and that. It's not right, EA. Either support the Switch or not. Don't trick people into buying FIFA 20 because that's what it says on the box art, when really and the true fans know it isn't. That being said, if you've never owned any other FIFA for Nintendo Switch, or never ever owned any FIFA on anything before, FIFA 20 is still worth the money if you've never played another game. But if you're getting FIFA 20 for Nintendo Switch to currently just upgrade, it's not worth it. You're not gaining that much on Switch. And, I am Super Nintendo fan, and my channel is based around Nintendo, but I gotta say, if you really, really like FIFA, the Switch isn't for you. I mean, FIFA 17, 18 and 19 were okay ports, and they would do if you wanted to play FIFA on the go. They were the best way to play FIFA on the go, but if you already have those other two games, you don't really need 20 for Switch. I don't know. Is anybody in the chat or anybody in the comments have FIFA 20 for Nintendo Switch? Let me know down below. Let me know your thoughts on it. Maybe you think it's good, and if you think it's good, more power to you. Honestly, if you can enjoy FIFA 20 for Nintendo Switch, more power to you. But to me personally, of all the features being lost, EA need to either support the Switch or leave it alone. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Make sure to check out FIFA 20 unofficial down below in the link for an Instagram link down below, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks so much for watching.